This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie Banda. The Executive Board of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, notation and fifth review of Zambia's 38-month extended credit facility arrangement approved on August 31st, 2022, and financing assurances review for Zambia. The completion of this review allows for an immediate disbursement of about 184 million United States dollars, bringing Zambia's total disbursement under the ECF supported program to about 1.55 billion United States dollars. The ECF arrangement seeks to entrench macroeconomic stability, restore debt and fiscal sustainability, enhance public governance, and foster inclusive growth to improve the livelihood of the Zambian people. Program performance has been broadly satisfactory, with all end December 2024 quantitative targets and most end March 2025 indicative targets met. 3 end March 2025 indicative targets on non-mining tax revenues arrears, clearance, and reserve accumulative were missed. Shining Future Zambia founder Malingose Sakala observes that for many years, girls and women in Chamoka chiefdom have walked long distances to fetch water, time that could have been spent in classrooms nurturing dreams or growing their potential. Speaking during the Boho Handover and Community Support Initiative recently, Ms. Sakala said that the burden has since been lifted by the new Boho. The initiative, valued at 350,000 kwacha, is a direct investment into Chisamba district under Chamoka chiefdom. Ms. Sakala says the Boho is not just a source of clean water, it is a source of opportunity, safety, and empowerment. She says with water close to home, girls can focus on school while women can invest their time in income-generating activities. Ms. Sakala says as part of the drive to end period poverty, they are distributing reusable sanitary towels to girls across the beneficiary schools. She says these were proudly made by women from the very organization.
This borehole is more than a water source. It's a gateway to education, safety, and opportunity with clean water. Girls can stay in school, women can pursue livelihoods, families can thrive. Also, as part of our mission, but our mission doesn't stop here. As part of our campaign to end period poverty, we are distributing reusable menstrual towels to girls in this community. No girl should miss school because they don't have sanitary wear.
Zambia has successfully participated in the first ever global SME ministerial meeting held in Johannesburg, South Africa from 22 to 24th July 2025. Small and Medium Enterprise Development Minister Elias Mwanga was represented by the Director General of the Zambia Development Agency, Mr. Albert Halwampa, while Ministry Chief Economist, Mr. Chinyanta Chikula, participated in the ministerial meetings as the Zambian delegations to the meeting. During his speech, Mr. Halwampa emphasized that Zambia is supporting its SMEs with a view to see them scale and become large corporates rather. He says enhancing SME competitiveness, access to finance, digitalization, and of green, sustainable practices and efficient technology, aligning with Zambia's priorities for SME growth. Mr. Halwampa added that strengthened partnerships with international organizations through bilateral meetings with other governments and private sector entities to support SMEs development. This is contained in a statement issued by Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development Principal Public Relations Officer Virginia Chilongo. Center for Environment Justice CJ has handed over 15,000 kwacha empowerment funds to 3 groups, each to support alternative livelihoods and combat nature-based crimes in Mailo Chiefdom, Sarenja District and Central Province. CEJ Executive Director Maggie Mwape said the organization began operating in Sarenja District in 2018 to address agriculture, environmental protection, climate change, water security, and energy issues. She said the organization is implementing the Resilient Initiative for Sustainable Development Rights project funded by Bread for the World of Germany, one of whose components is economic empowerment to support household level business plans. Ms. Mwape stated that the project promotes savings through village bank groups, giving support only when members show commitment and savings habits. Interest-free loans are dispersed as part of a revolving fund where repayment enables others in. CEJ has already supported 25 groups in Sinazongwe and aims to help more in Serenge. Ms. Mwape urged participants to use the funds responsibly, saying the money is meant to help communities grow and improve their livelihoods. She added that CEJ is ready to provide training and guidance as needed and hopes to create sustainable partnerships with local groups.
Zongwe, we've supported 25 groups. So we are hoping that we can also support more groups in here. And the other thing is, if you prefer to form cooperatives pakutilie mpya tule mipera ngama saving group sign ngamwabama cooperatives tulachirapo twalundapo twamperamba that mufire mwalango kwebati na mkwata proper business plan. And for us is just to appreciate His Royal Highness Chief Milo for welcoming us in the chiefdom support.
Chief Milo emphasized the program's seriousness and encouraged people to be committed to writing proper proposals and repaying loans. The national leader warned against misusing funds and stated that empowerment is meant to reduce nature-based crimes such as tree cutting, charcoal burning, and poaching. He reminded the community that climate change and droughts are direct consequences of environmental harm. Chief Milo applauded the increase from 10,000 kwacha to 15,000 kwacha per group and stressed accountability from all beneficiaries. CEJ Monitoring and Evaluation Specialist Hagai Nyambe said that each group must save at least 5,000 kwacha to qualify for the 15,000 kwacha interest-free revolving loan.
Tango mkwetu wakuwa tama grants mamipera mkobona kuwa atininda la mashakwakana pali mailo na mailo amwatu alilo yumusango na kufia ifi kakumitalala ikata nemingi efi basosa bantu te bonse balikwete nomba mwe namiletera abantu temba lero mukobona koneko balampere ndalama ishindalama nangwama efforts ndepanga n'enfuye n'okumifwayiro wikashi lwakweba ati mufume ku misango ibi namwe munefyo baba munefyo bayibi mbafingisa amwaikala pamuteeke omutima okuberenga mwalasanga ati neshimi kituko okutawula ekitala nawo mulimo wabo.
Save Environment and People Agency, SAPA Executive Director, Chief Executive Officer Miley Smoke has applauded the efforts by the Southern African Development Community SADC to ensure long-term water security across the region. Ms. Smoke noted that sustainable water management is critical for both environmental preservation and the well-being of communities, especially in light of increasing climate-related challenges such as droughts, floods, and water scarcity. She commended SADC's commitment to strengthening regional cooperation in water resource planning and development. The Southern African Development Community's Regional Strategic Action Plan, RSAP, for Integrated Water Resources Management and Development outlines a comprehensive framework aimed at improving water governance, infrastructure, and access to safe water across member states. The plan, which is now in its fourth phase, has an estimated financial requirement of £100 million to achieve its objective. Mrs. Muke emphasized that with adequate investment and collaborative implementation, the RSAP can significantly contribute to regional stability, agricultural productivity, and sustainable livelihoods for millions of people who depend on shared water resources.
The changes in the weather pattern, it has brought a lot of water deficit. When we are doing a project ourselves, we had to dig 4 boreholes. These were dry boreholes. So you can imagine our place is considered as wetlands, but we had to experience that. So what more about the dry lands, what can happen? So if there are such intervention, then we know at least that people will be sustained because water is life. It's life for everything, animals, human beings.
And in other news trending this afternoon, an energy expert, Boniface Zili, has urged the Zambian government to create an enabling environment that will attract investment in the country's energy sector, saying this could play a key role in job creation for young people. Media Network for Child Rights and Development Executive Director Henry Kabwe has called on government to urgently develop a comprehensive database of learners to help guide effective planning for equitable access to education across Zambia. And in news from across our borders, former MasterChef host Greg Wallace said he is so sorry to anyone he hurt, but insisted that he is not a groper, a sex pest, or a flasher. In an interview with The Sun, the TV presenter also defended his sacked co-host John Turd, saying he is not a racist. Wallace was sacked earlier this month after about his behavior on the program, including one of unwelcome physical contact and 3 of being in a state of undress. Team David hits the fastest T20 international century by an Australian as they beat the West Indies to take an unassailable 3-0 lead in their 5-match series. 11 sixes and 6 fours as he ended 102, not out of 37 deliveries, with Australia cruising to a 6-wicket victory at Verner Park in Basteres, St Kitts. Jish Inglis held the previous record with his century against Scotland in 2024, coming off 43 balls. In the afternoon weather report, eastern, Muchinga, and northern provinces, including the eastern parts of Central Province, partly cloudy, slightly windy, and warm. Maximum temperature is ranging between 25 degrees and 27 degrees Celsius. The evening will be mainly clear and mild to cool. Northwestern, western, southern, Lusaka, Copperbelt, and Luapula provinces, including the western parts of Central Province, mainly sunny, slightly windy, and warm to hot. Maximum temperature is ranging between 25 degrees and 29 degrees Celsius. The evening will be mainly clear and mild to cool. That item brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. The Executive Board of the International Monetary Fund has completed the Article 4 consultation and fifth review of Zambia's 38th month extended credit facility arrangement approved on August 31, 2022 and financing assurances review for Zambia. Zambia has successfully participated in the first ever global SME ministerial meeting held in Johannesburg, South Africa from 22 to 24th July 2025. And finally, former MasterChef host Greg Wallace has said he is so sorry to anyone he hurt, but insisted that he is not a groper, a sex pest, or a flasher. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, Thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.